When you're just starting out, it's very difficult, unless you're from a wealthy family, it's very difficult to have the time and materials to live the art life. So you have to live the art life around whatever job you have to earn money to eat and have a place to live and work. And it's tough. But all the time that you're working to earn that money, you can be thinking, and you can be saving up your money and getting those materials and that as much time as you can to dedicate to your work, your work, which is the artwork. When I started out, all I wanted to be was a painter. And you don't need a lot of money to be a painter. I raised money by delivering prescriptions for a place, Herter's Drugstore in Alexandria, Virginia. And my father made a deal with me. I wanted to get a studio. He said he'd pay for half if I earned the money and paid for the other half. So I delivered prescriptions in the night in a red and white Jeep, and made enough money just working a couple nights a week to get a studio where I'd go after school and work until late at night. So I've had to do things to earn money, but I've gotten what I call a setup, which a setup is a place to work and the materials to do the tools and materials to do the work. So if you're interested in painting, you need a place to paint, and you need paints, and you need to get all this stuff together and the space, and then you call it a painting studio. Every single thing that we do, we need a place and machines or, materials or equipment to, make it happen. You asked about this little bungalow I had on Rosewood Avenue. I was there during a time when gasoline was 27 cents a gallon. I had a paper route. I delivered the Wall Street Journal. I picked up my papers at 11:30, and I made $200 a month. That was plenty of money to live. And I had I built a shed onto the side of the bungalow for a little tiny workshop. I built some sheds in the yard, and I had the ability to make things. I still didn't have enough money to paint the way I wanted to paint. AFI, at the time I went, the Center for Advanced Film Studies, was housed in the Greystone Mansion, a 55-room mansion in the best part of Beverly Hills, California. At night, no one was there, and I got to take over the stables. I had a mini studio for 4 years. I had all the equipment I could ever dream of. I had rooms for storage of equipment. I had places outside to build sets. I had a setup like you cannot believe for 4 years. And I even lived there. I lived in Beverly Hills, California on about a nickel a week. It was beautiful. And what we called the food room, where we ate, when I finished a pack of matches, I would do drawings on the inside. They're abstract, but these are all Italian Renaissance drawings. These have been found and collected, and now they're all framed. They're really beautiful little things. So these are my matchbook drawings from the days of Eraserhead. My friend Bushnell Keeler, who really was an inspiration in the early days, said an artist needs at least 4 hours of uninterrupted, guaranteed uninterrupted time to get 1 good hour of painting done. And this is so true. Every interruption just is like a knife stab in the middle of, thought and getting into it. And you start again. You start again. It's horrible. These days, there's interruptions around every corner, almost every second. I've said that you have to be somewhat selfish, but selfishness, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. If you're with the right people, it cannot be seen so much as selfishness. It can be seen as that's your work in life, and you need the time and the materials, to do it. But you have to protect that space and that time, or you won't get anything done. I think we should all have as much technical knowledge as possible to make films. The technical knowledge of a camera, lenses, film stock, lighting, sound, editing machines. But I think the main thing is to learn by doing. When you have hands-on and are doing things, it brings you into the thing and you realize what this does, what that does, and opens up possibilities for the flow of ideas.